Hello, everybody. This is after a word with our PR guy. We are no longer the Luffy Hate Brigade. Welcome back to the grand lineup. I'm Tom,
I'm Theo.
And I'm Gabe.
and today we're going to be talking about Volume 3, which starts with Buggy revealing that he was on a crew with Shanks a long time ago,
Yeah, we're still with Buggy.
which is hype. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still with Buggy.
And that's one of the best moments from Buggy.
Yeah.
Learning that.
So yeah, Buggy and Shanks, one of the greatest duos of all time. Yeah, just the boys. And then Buggy gets just fucking absolutely demolished. And the guys fuck off. They leave, they shoot Buggy out into the unknown like Team Rocket.
Blasting off again.
And then they fuck off. There's some cool stuff with well, they have like this moment where they like they run away because everybody thinks that they're evil because they've knocked out the mayor, and then they leave and everyone thinks they're evil, and then the mayor like shouts "Thank you" after them, and then because the Buggy shit is great, right? But now we're on to chapter 22, which is one of my favorite chapters in the whole fucking series because it's the one with the man in the treasure chest.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I do.
So, what did you think of that?
You might have to jog my memory. 'Cause
Alright.
It's been a long time
Well,
since
it's
I've
so
read
out of place.
Yeah, it
Like,
really
it doesn't
is.
really fit
The-
in anywhere else. And I completely forgot about it until this point. But I feel like it will come in somewhere.
They arrive on an island where they meet a dude who's in a treasure chest, who's been basically like trying to get up to some treasure chests on top of the mountain on the island for 20 years.
I know which one you mean now.
He got left behind by the rest of his pirate buddies.
It did seem, like you say, Theo, it did seem very out of place. And I think I would probably need to go back and reread it to really.
Yeah, but I can give you some memory joggers. So Luffy, they like.
I love wearing memory joggers.
Oh, they're the best, aren't they? They really just fit around your legs.
Very warm and comfortable.
But Gaimon's been trying to reach a treasure for 20 years that nobody is sure even exists, which sounds quite similar to a bigger idea in the story in certain ways. And then eventually Luffy gets there and he's the first one to reach that treasure after 20 years, and it turns out to be empty.
Yeah.
What could that maybe mean?
Well, in one of the treasure chests, there was a man.
There was a man in one of the treasure chests, but he was at the
Means
bottom.
The real treasure.
He's the real treasure. I mean, that was what the Buggy arc was just about, was that people...
The real treasure is this random shipwrecked man we found along the way.
And then
Who is
Luffy
he?
does invite him to join the crew as well. It should have been the greatest fucking main character addition.
Doesn't he have like a really weird face from like being squashed inside the box?
He's like got a big moss afro. It's, it's
right.
green.
Zorro?
Yeah, I think it might actually be Zoro.
Zorro stuck in a box.
I think...
It's like a time traveling Zorro.
Just this
Zorro gets put back in time.
The guy in the chest is just Zorro from the future coming
Yeah.
back and telling him he's not going to be the best swordsman
I mean,
of all time.
to be fair, Zoro doesn't go onto the island. He's asleep in the boat.
Oh.
We never see him and Zorro
Yeah,
in
so
the same room
because
together.
they can't cross paths because they'll be crossing the
Yeah,
timeline.
exactly. So we now know that Gaimon is actually Zoro.
Gaimon just sounds like the new Digimon. I'm just gonna say
It's
it.
not the new Digimon, it's Zoro.
Zoromon.
Zoromon is the new Digimon.
Zoromon? Gotta slice
That's
it
not the fucking Digimon theme, man.
I know that.
Digital Zoro, du-du-du-du-du, that's the one.
Digital Zorro.
Alright, that's enough of that. Let's ruminate on the Gaimon chapter in your own time, because the next chapter is called Kyapoten Usopp Tojo. Now we're going to get into the meat of this podcast, which is, of course, the Gabe hates the Gabe hates Usopp storyline.
We're not the Luffy Hate Brigade anymore. We're exclusively the Gabe Hates Usopp Brigade.
Yeah, the Gabe hates Usopp Brigade. That's the name of our brigade.
In this essay, I will.
prove that Usopp is the fucking GOAT. Reason 1.
It's really hard for me
Got
to
a
think
long
back.
nose.
It's really hard for me to think back to that time.
Yeah, so he,
Because I definitely hated Usopp. Right, like when I read it.
yeah.
No, not read it. When I
Oh.
watched it.
For the viewers at home, Theo and I just finished Shimodi Archipelago.
Right, no, like, I can't say anything.
Nothing can be said, but the man's mind has been blown.
But
Gabe knows nothing.
not even where we are now, but like before that arc. I like Usopp, so like it's hard for I've liked him for a while, so it's hard for me to think back to hating him
Yeah.
and why I did.
We can't really raise too many counterpoints to hating Usopp right now.
No.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I know that I make a joke out of hating him, and I know that where I am now, which is, like, I've obviously read on since the last podcast, since we last recorded, and I know that I am gonna grow to like Usopp. I can kind of feel myself growing to like him where I am now, further on. But at first, when he was first introduced, I did not like him at all.
Where are you at the moment, if you don't mind me asking?
At the moment, I am at the Fishman Pirates. I can't remember their name. The Arlong Pirates, yes. The big twist reveal with Nami and meeting Bellamere and that sort of thing.
Did you read the whole flashback? Or?
I did.
Okay.
I wrote the whole flashback, saw Nami and her sister, and what happened with that, which really, honestly, it kind of broke me a bit. And now that we've seen Sanji, now that we've seen Nami, I want more Zoro content, because I'm like, okay, so we've had 2 big, long, heartbreaking
Yeah.
backstories, and judging by the look on your face, Tom, which the viewers at home can't see, I feel like a Zoro flashback and, like, backstory is coming, and it's also going to break me.
No comment.
Fantastic.
Anyway, so we meet Usopp, and he's like, I have 8,000 men. That's like his.
Yeah.
That's one of his many, many catchphrases.
One of his many, many lies.
Yeah. And
Drinking game. Take a shot every time Usopp lies.
Well, I can't remember. What's Luffy's reaction when fucking Usopp's like, I have 8,000
He
men?
just believes it.
Because
He's like,
surely
he
he's the one that would believe it.
Yeah, he does. He believes
Yeah.
it and like gets really excited.
He's like,
in awe almost. of
Yeah.
it.
That's the one thing that's been constant is because Luffy is a shonen protagonist and he's very endearing and lovable, even though he's gullible as hell, I'm just like, ah, bless him.
Yeah.
He's trying.
He really is.
Luffy is good boy.
He's the best.
I remember when watching it initially, I pointed out that Usopp using like long range weapons, he uses like the catapult,
Yeah.
it looks like.
and having the long nose will help him with like aiming. It's like a scope, or not a scope. What do you call it?
It's wild because like
To
he's
help with aim, because will point out towards his
Yeah.
I get what you're
target.
getting
like a
at.
long nose means liar. It's got that Pinocchio vibe, but it
Yeah,
also
exactly.
is.
It'll help
It's
him with
his.
aiming.
It is like his sniper scope in a way, like a natural sniper scope.
No, I never actually realised that until you pointed it out, Theo, and now it just makes so much sense. Everything comes into place. Also, being the absolute dumbass that I am, I didn't connect the Pinocchio thing.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just like,
fair.
he's
No,
got a
it's-
long
it's
boy
fair, he
nose.
just got a long nose.
way. Yeah.
Well, they definitely do the boy who cried wolf thing, don't they?
That, yeah, I would say that is obviously something what I'm going for.
The slingshot as well. He's very like David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
Dennis the Menace.
He is very Dennis the Menace.
Oh, he
as well.
causes lots of trouble in his village.
He does, yeah. You know they still make the Beano.
Really?
Yeah, I looked
Yeah,
this up the other day. I didn't know if they still made the Beano, but
Yeah.
apparently they do. I have 8,000 men, and you guys better shut up. So anyway, Usopp's the liar guy. He lies about everything, but the one thing he won't lie about is that his dad's a pirate, and he's proud of it.
Yeah.
And then the guy that is like, you're a piece of shit for lying all the time, is revealed to be a pirate who's been lying about being a pirate for 3 years. And then Usopp's like, everybody, there's pirates coming, for real this time. But because he is the boy that cried wolf, it does not.
The boy who cried pirates.
It does not go very well for him. He did cry pirates every single fucking day, the fool. Like,
they're not gonna fall for it. Like, even if you do it every day for a week, by Sunday, they're going to be like, yeah, this...
I mean, by Wednesday, really,
every
like
single
2
day
days in a
ever.
row, and there's no pirates. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But-
After the second day, it's like...
Usopp's backstory is quite sad as well. About him, his mother being like excited when he ran lying about the pirates because it's like, oh, his dad might have come back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he does it, and then
That's why
she
he does it
dies,
all
and
the
he's
time.
just like doing it over and over
Yeah.
again.
His dad just went to the shops for some milk. He'll
Yeah.
be back.
The shop's out across the sea, across the
He
ocean.
just sailed across to that little island, the little corner shop island.
And we also learned that Usopp's dad is on Shanks's crew.
Do we?
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
I couldn't remember what we learned.
Because Luffy meets Usopp, and he's like, I know your dad.
Yeah.
He just
Oh,
used to
right,
hang
yeah.
out with
Yeah.
the red hair pirates.
I honestly, anything that gives me more Shanks content is good.
Yeah.
I'm very scared, and folk at home, and either of you two, please don't spoil it. I swear to God, if there is a Shanks reveal halfway through that he's like the big bad or has links to the big bad or something like that, I am going to cry.
No comment.
I want more Shanks content as well.
We know why you want more Shanks content.
Why do I want more Shanks content?
Same reason I want more Shanks content.
Oh, okay.
I want more Shanks content. He's best boy. It's so
I mean-
weird. Like,
I would say husbando, but okay.
who is Shanks? Because it
I have no
seems
idea.
like, it seems like,
Sounds like a prison name.
it almost seems like yeah, it does sound like a prison name. Like, but
Shanks does have this sort of urban legend quality to him.
He's like-
whenever people mention him.
why wasn't it him?
Well, yeah,
Like-
didn't I mention this?
Yeah, you did. I've
Well, not on the
I've been
podcast.
thinking about it.
But, like, in an alternate universe of One Piece, like, Shanks had the fruit that Luffy ate. He was like
He
the
had
one.
the hat.
He had the hat, had the rubber of
And
the
he's
fruit.
de-
He
he's
was
just-
destined to be what Luffy is.
He's just got that like
It's
same vibe to him as
Yeah,
well.
it's like it just switched tracks to
So
Luffy.
so who is Shanks? Why is he like this? Why is
He's
he?
the original Straw Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he like?
Straw Hat pirate.
Why is he? Yeah. So were the red hair pirates ever the straw hat pirates instead?
Possibly.
Maybe.
They could have been the Straw Hat
Maybe
pirates.
they were the first straw hat pirates.
And it's also notable that when he wasn't like he's they're the red hair pirates, it's red hair, it's still on his head.
Yeah.
Straw Hat pirates, he put on the hat to cover up the red not to cover up the red
Would
hair,
he,
but it would
if
cover up the red hair.
Captain Shanks was wearing a straw hat all the time, would he be known as Red Hair Shanks? I don't know. That's like,
He'd be known as Straw Hat Shanks.
yeah, you'd think so, right?
Yeah.
That's it, like,
But then if someone's known as that, but then they stop wearing the hat, then you can't call them that.
You gotta
Yeah.
think up a new name.
exactly.
Red hair.
Red hair Shanks.
Red hair. What would they call Luffy? Black hair.
Scarface.
Scarface.
Rubber boy.
Say hello
Rubber
to my
boy.
little friend, and then he twangs his arm.
Little friend, Gomu pistol.
Hell yeah. His body is a weapon. But yeah, no, it's
Luffy is
interesting.
an
Like, who
absolute weapon.
the fuck is Shanks? We like,
I don't know.
why?
I don't know.
What was his place? Like, what is his place in the world? Why is he?
We both don't know, and we can't ask you if you know.
Why? If yeah, I know. I'm just phrasing questions.
He's the mentor archetype, the mentor trope.
He is, yes.
He's the one who
Absolutely.
sets Luffy on this journey.
Which
Well,
kind
Luffy
of
was wanting to go on a
doesn't
journey
make me
anyway.
feel good about his chances of surviving until the end.
No, literally.
overall, but
Like I just there are so many tropes that I'm seeing within the like the more One Piece that I read, I just see so many tropes, and like with especially like having with where I am reading, like having like I mentioned last time about the 3-man band structure,
yeah.
and where I am at the moment, they've kind of got what they need for a 5-man band with
Yeah.
like Luffy, Usopp, Nami, Sanji, and Zoro.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait until the group comes back together.
They really
I
are
think
like.
that's the first time I've started thinking of them as a crew.
Yeah.
'Cause,
That's
like,
what they like.
We talked about before how it was like Luffy just on his own telling Zoro, join my crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it's
Just
just
two
like
guys.
a random ragtag gathering of people that I just want to do what they want. Like they say that they're pirates, but like,
Yeah.
well, there's barely even a definition of pirate anymore.
They are the rubber band.
Yes,
Oh.
the rubber band. Amazing.
And for those watching, yes, I did steal that from Ross O'Donovan. Please don't come after me.
We can't say his name.
Can't we?
Not anymore.
Oh no.
Don't know.
I feel like 5 of them
Over the
is
time.
enough of like diversity of skills and abilities and personalities
Yeah,
to make
definitely.
a proper rounded
I mean,
crew.
the 5-man band is like a very, very like
Yeah.
big staple of storytelling. I would
Yeah,
say
for
it's
sure.
just like the right amount, basically.
Especially like a 5-man band where there is a dynamic like Zoro and Sanji have between 2 of the members, which I quite like. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, 2 of them are going to be at each other's throats a lot of the time, but then when it's needed, it's like, nah, no one picks on him but me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, big style.
That brings back fond memories.
Yeah, damn. So what else happens in that volume? Like that's such a weird volume because it's just spliced with the weird Gaimon chapter.
Yeah, where does it end?
It ends on the reveal that the butler is evil. I believe.
Oh, just that.
Yeah. It ends on the boy who cried wolf thing where Usopp goes
Okay.
back and it's like, it's the butler, pirates are coming, and everyone's like, no, no.
Doesn't I can't remember her name, the woman who the butler works for.
Yeah, Kaya.
Kaya, that's it. Isn't she the only one who actually believes him, or does
No, she doesn't
she
believe him.
rebukes him as well?
Yeah.
He's like, Usopp goes and tells her like lies to cheer her up.
Yeah,
And
of
that's
course,
like-
he tells her all these stories.
Yeah, he's like going to tell her all these stories about his adventures,
Yeah.
and then, but when he's like, your butler of 3 years is going to kill you, she's
Yeah.
like, no, he isn't. Which I think is a pretty fair
Yeah.
reaction, really.
Yeah.
Like,
I liked Kaya. I think I wish she'd been given a bit more screen time,
yeah,
more like page time.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I mean,
What's she?
there was a lot of, I get like all of the beginning of One Piece gets covered really quickly.
Yeah.
Was she
She's
ill?
very fast.
What?
Was she ill?
Yeah, she was ill.
Yeah. Because she was pretty much not necessarily bedbound, but like bedroom bound.
Yeah.
Was it
Which is how you
Fake it.
Usopp would come to her window.
I don't think it was fake ill.
No,
where
I
like
don't think
she was
so.
made ill by the people looking after her?
Oh, like some kind of Munchausen's thing.
Yeah.
I have no memory
Like.
of that being the case, but
Well, no,
don't know.
I don't have good memory of this. I'm just thinking it reminds me of The Secret Garden, where the boy is like has very little muscle mass, but that's because he is bedbound because his mother tells him he's bedbound, and he doesn't use his legs a lot, so he doesn't have a lot of muscle mass, so he can't walk properly.
Mm.
So if he, the butler, was looking after her,
you could
because-
just cripple her
Yeah.
quietly.
Munchausen by proxy.
yeah, that's what I just thought could have been
Yeah.
happening, though I can't remember it very well.
Maybe that would not be the most fucked up thing that's happened so far.
No, very true.
I always made fun of how he straightened his glasses
Oh yeah,
With the palm of his
does
hand.
The palm,
Yeah.
like fixing his glasses.
all the way through. I was making fun of it every time I did copying him.
Yeah. And it's just like, why is he doing that?
Wait.
Who is this man?
We haven't met Django yet, have we? He's in the next volume.
Oh, we haven't met Django yet. No, we can talk about
Oh, yeah, we
Django.
haven't met Django.
We can talk about Django if you want.
I
We're
would-
big
I-
fans of
I
Django
would
around
say.
here.
Yeah, like even just like out of context, out of podcast a few nights ago. Was it? I think I was reaching to get something in the living room or something along those lines, and you'd just come out with 1-2 Django,
I just shout it.
and I
sometimes.
just yeah.
And then Gabe fell asleep.
Brilliant. I didn't fall asleep.
You did.
I fell down.
Well, surely we met him because he was wasn't he walking around?
I think he just when it's revealed that Kuro's the bad guy, that's like he's talking to him there.
Yeah. I
As
thought,
he's like his
Yeah.
one ally.
I thought he was walking around the island. before
Apart from
he
the
was revealed.
Fucking cat boys. The two cat boys. The Zoro fights the cat boys. That's for next podcast, I guess. but,
Yeah.
You know,
Little sneak preview there.
yeah.
Yeah. Coming up.
That's a problem. I don't know what
We
volume.
can fucking mention anything
I
as long
know.
as Gabe's not getting spoiled.
I don't know what comes in what volume.
Yeah.
No,
So I'm
neither-
just
neither
I remember stuff by arcs because that's typically how we've been watching it. So stuff from different volumes may bleed into the conversation. Just because also with One Piece, it's hard to stop yourself from discussing it.
Definitely.
You just want to get wrapped up more and more and more.
Yeah.
Talk about different things, lead on to a really digress side path.
Just goes fucking anywhere and everywhere.
I can't imagine where I've said this so many times, but I can't imagine what's to come, where it can go next. For me, where I am with it.
Whereas Tom
Have
just
you,
holds
now
all
that
the
you've
answers.
met 5 members of the crew, have you got a tentative ranking of them?
Ooh, okay. So, I honestly, I know this is a bit of a cop-out answer. I don't think I can rank them because I think that Usopp, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he is growing on me. Luffy is, as I say, best boy. I love how complex and deep Nami is, and obviously seeing her backstory, seeing Sanji's backstory, both of them have hugely grown on me, and Zoro is best boy anyway. So yeah, as I say, it seems like a cop-out. I kind of love them all equally.
I find it really difficult.
Yeah, me too.
At
I
this
know,
point
I
in the story,
I-
I have the bottom 2.
You have the bottom.
Usopp's bottom, Nami's second
At the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But then the top 3 is where it gets really difficult.
Yeah.
I know Sanji is my favourite character.
I was going to say because you love Sanji.
But, I think we've said before, or when we were watching it,
You can't.
Lu-
Luffy just
Luffy-
beats his way into first place every time.
you don't want him to be your favourite character, but then he
Yeah.
ends up being your favourite character
He's my
because you
favorite.
like
I've
him.
just given in.
Yeah.
I've embraced him.
So,
He's a good hugger.
the top 3 between Sanji, Luffy, Sanji, Luffy, and Zoro.
Yeah.
That
Sanjo. What? Cosmo and Wando. Awake.
If you don't mind me asking, Theo, why is Nami at the bottom, further to the bottom for you?
just because that Usopp's quite hateable, so he's definitely at the bottom. But Nami, she's good and I like her. There's no I think in another program she'd be
Yeah.
near the top, but with different characters. But it's just because the Zufi. I can't say their
It's
names.
the dynamic
Luffy,
between
Sanji,
the
and
three
Zoro
of them,
are at the top,
They're like-
definitely. And if they weren't there, then she would be there. But
Yeah.
it's
I
just
mean-
because those characters are there.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's an action series. They are the fighters.
So I want to
They,
say my
they have more kind of objective story impact on what's happening in the present. You know what I mean? It's just it's not really a
Yeah.
fair comparison. That's the dynamic between Luffy and Zoro and Sanji is
Yeah.
marks the story
Or even having,
really hard.
yeah, sort of going back to that 5-man band kind of idea. If Luffy is the leader with both Zoro and Sanji as his lancers, the only other space Nami can take is
With
the heart.
Usopp.
Yeah.
almost. She's like the brain a little bit.
Yeah,
as well.
Nami is. I feel Nami is also. Yeah, if Nami takes the role of like the smart guy, but also the heart in that situation as well. She is obviously, with her being a female character and having such a painful backstory as well. It makes sense that she's more.
I think that.
She's more of an emotional investment.
Yeah, I guess so. I think that all. Oh, definitely. I mean, her backstory is fucking flawless, but like.
Yeah, I think once we get her backstory, like after the Arlong
I
arc.
feel like that was when you got hooked a little bit.
Yeah, that's like when it kicks off, like properly, and
Like being in the Arlong arc.
her
where I am,
backstory is like I think the best out of all of the beginning.
Absolutely.
Definitely agree.
Fallen in love with Nami.
The Arlong arc is where most people kind of say is like, this is where it really fucking steps up.
Yeah.
I feel like all the way through One Piece, I've been trying to like rank people and things, and it's been really difficult.
Yeah.
I also
Because
think like.
I
Oh,
feel-
sorry.
So
Yeah.
I just feel like I've. So at this point in the story, I'd say my top three, after thinking about it a little bit, would be Sanji, Luffy, then Zoro. And the reason I find that really difficult is because I feel like I've done Zoro really dirty by doing that.
Yeah.
But
You can't
I know
but, like,
Sanji's my favourite
you
character.
put Luffy below him, then have you not done Luffy really
Yeah,
dirty?
I feel like I've done Luffy
Equally
dirty. I feel like I've
dirty.
done Zoro really dirty. But like, just because of the other characters that are there, I can't put them anywhere else.
Luffy is
But I
kind of
don't
like-
want them to put them in second and third. I
Luffy
wish I could
is
put
like-
them all in first place without having to
Yeah,
share it.
exactly.
He's a bit more of an avatar than like quite as developed a character as like Zoro and
Yeah.
Sanji are
Mm.
in a way. But he is also like definitely his own guy.
Yeah, you
But
can have developed characters.
He kind of represents ideas and concepts more than Zoro and Sanji. That they all do, but Zoro and Sanji
Yeah.
feel a bit more real.
For sure.
I think.
I do also think that if you'd, like you said before, Theo, if you'd taken these characters out and put them in another series, they would be like straight to the top,
Yeah, definitely
favorite,
top.
best characters. But because you've got such strong contenders in one cast, it's so difficult.
And they're all so close. That the reason I can say I have a definite bottom two and then a top three is just because it's really close between those top three, and then there's a noticeable gap
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
But
Whereas for me, if I had to rank them, like you, I would put Usopp at the bottom, but only because like I'm less attached to him where I am at the moment. After that, I'd probably, and I know this is doing my boy dirty, I'd probably put either Luffy or Zoro, only because we haven't seen Zoro's backstory as fully as we have done Sanji's and Nami's yet. Nami, honestly, I'm willing to put her at the top,
That's
and
fair.
then Sanji.
yeah,
I think that's legit.
I mean-
coming out of the Arlong
yeah. After
flashback,
how long
Yeah,
I
Nami
think that's
actually should
totally
be up
fair.
there.
Nami's been like my favorite like underdog, like, not underdog character, but like compared to the first time I watched One Piece, where I was
Yeah.
like definitely more interested in the superhuman guys punching each other.
Yeah.
Nami on the rewatch has definitely been like
I
this
think
dark
she's
horse
not
candidate for
under-
like number one, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Not an underdog
She's
per
great.
se, underrated maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then only-
underdog within my own head in
Yeah.
terms of again going up against other One Piece
Completely
characters.
get you. I also think there's like yeah, you mentioned that there's like quite a gap between your bottom two, top three.
Yeah.
I think mine is definitely closer.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Mine's
saying there's a
really
huge gap,
close.
but I just can say that there is a gap there.
Exactly.
You're
It could be quite a small back gap, but
Yeah,
there
you're
is.
also trying to rank it from this point in the series.
Yeah,
Uh,
which is
even though we're quite far off.
hard for me
There's
to
a lot
take
more
my mind
consider,
back.
yeah. We're actually coming up on half an hour. We've passed half an hour on this podcast, so we should probably bring it.
like I said, One Piece just takes you
You're
away.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
It does.
The
don't-
further we get into this, the more we're gonna just have to natter about. So
Yeah.
it's just like more and more and more forever.
the
Yeah.
podcasts get longer.
Yeah.
We're definitely restraining ourselves at this point.
I mean, you two are.
Yeah.
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 I
We're just having a great time. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hell
Honestly,
yeah.
I absolutely love
Just
these.
talk about
and
everything that you need.
It's a.
I
yeah.
hope the folk listening to this and watching this love it as much as we do.
Me too.
Yeah.
We've been the Game Hates Usopp.
Game hates
I believe we've been the Game Hates Usopp brigade, but I'm not sure.
I don't hate him. I just
dislike
want,
it very much.
I'm just
Want to see
wanting
him
more.
Dead.
No.
Dead.
I swear to God, if any of these characters die
This
in like
video is
upcoming
made for kids.
volumes,
YouTube, you hear that? What?
if any of these characters die in upcoming volumes, I'll die.
Okay. Well,
If I-
we'll see
if
you.
I
We
read that
won't see you
volume
next
in-
week then, guys.
if a character dies and I read that volume within 7 days, I die as well.
No.
Better record the podcast quickly then.
Yeah. Fucking rip Luffy, man. I'm game. Okay. Yeah, this is the Grand Lineup episode 3, volume 3. And Usopp's the best straw hat, as everybody knows. Say bye, everyone.